published 11:04 EDT, the 12th of September 2017. Updated 11:55 EDT, the 12th of September 2017. The eyes of the boxing world will again be on the lights of the Las Vegas Strip on Saturday when Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin collide at the T-Mobile Arena. The unbeaten Kazakh king will defend his WBA, WBC, IBF and EBO middleweight straps against the Mexican sensation in what is being billed as a potential fight of the decade. Here, Sportsmail answers some of the key questions ahead of the hotly anticipated showdown. Canelo Alvarez faces Gennady Golovkin at the T-Mobile Arena on Saturday night. The Las Vegas showdown is one of the most hotly anticipated fights of the past decade. What are their fighting styles? Golovkin has rightly built a reputation as one of the fiercest punchers in world boxing. But to label him as simply a puncher would be to grossly underplay his boxing skills. Thanks to a rich amateur background, Golovkin is well schooled in the sport's fundamentals. The Kazakh is a pressure fighter who walks down his opponents before, more often than not, taking them out inside the distance. But rather than simply marching forward in straight lines, he uses controlled pressure. Golovkin is a tremendous judge of distance and possesses great punch variety as well as a very good chin. The 27-year-old Mexican is a brilliant body puncher and throws excellent combinations. Canelo, by contrast, turned professional aged just 15 and has honed his skills in the paid ranks. Under the tutelage of father-son duo of Chepo and Eddie Reynoso, he has developed into an exceptionally skilled fighter over the past decade. The Mexican throws excellent combinations and is an effective body puncher. Against Golovkin, who is naturally the bigger man, Canelo will need to use all the ringcraft he has accrued over the years to emerge victorious. What tactics will each fighter look to use for Golovkin? The question will surely be why change a winning formula after a hugely successful amateur career. Triple G has won all 37 of his professional fights, with 33 victories coming inside the distance. The 35-year-old is far from flawless. He doesn't use much head movement and is not that difficult to hit. But his excellent distance control and ability to cut off the ring makes him a relentlessly dangerous opponent. He will, as always, look to get within range and break Canelo down with his threatening cocktail of knockout power and punch variety. Golovkin uses footwork and ringcraft to control the distance between him and his opponent. Canelo is used to fighting at 154 pounds, but his clash with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was at 164.5 lbc. In fact, it is Canelo who will be outside of his comfort zone in Vegas. Though the Mexican's last fight, against compatriot Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., was at a catchweight of 164.5 pounds, he has spent most of his career as a big super welterweight. This fight will take place at 160 pounds. With a height and weight advantage to overcome, the Mexican will surely look to use his youth, speed and skills to move in and out of range, counterpunch, and take Golovkin into the later rounds of the contest. Who is the favorite? This clash is being billed as a 5,050 fight, but among the bookmakers Golovkin is the very slight favorite. The 35-year-old is unbeaten in his 37 career fights and can be backed to win at around 46 and 813 with many bookies. Alvarez, meanwhile, is the betting underdog in the UK, with prices ranging from 54 to 13.10 for the Mexican sensation. The 35-year-old middleweight king, who is 8 years Canelo Sr., is the favorite to win unsurprisingly, given only one opponent has ever taken him 12 rounds. Golovkin is a shorter price to win by stoppage around 138 than on points around 72. Canelo, by contrast, is as wide as 91 to win inside the distance. In light of Golovkin's size advantage and solid chin, backing Canelo to win over 12 at around 158 would appear the safer bet. Who has the better knockout record? For all the uncertainty surrounding the outcome of Saturday's showdown, one thing is for sure: both Canelo and Golovkin possess serious knockout power. Between them they have racked up 86 victories in 88 fights, a record that includes 67 wins by stoppage. Only 4 of Golovkin's 37 fights have gone the distance, and only one since 2008. The 35-year-old recorded 23 consecutive stoppage wins before Daniel Jacobs survived 12 rounds in March. 4 of Golovkin's 37 professional fights have gone the distance, only one has gone 12 rounds. Amir Khan was laid out in the 6th round by Canelo when they clashed in Las Vegas in 2016. Alvarez, too, carries impressive punching power. The Mexican has won 49 of his 51 fights, including 34 stoppage victories. 3 of his last 5 wins have included comprehensive stoppages. But against more durable opponents in Chavez and Miguel Cotto, Canelo has relied on the scorecards. What is their best punch? Given Golovkin's excellent punch variety and boxing brain, it seems unfair to single out one shot as his best. The Kazakh has knockout power in both hands and can hurt people from all angles, but arguably his most important punch is his jab, which Golovkin uses to control the distance and set up attacks. Like the rest of his shots, it's abnormally powerful, as previous opponents have attested to. And after their clash in March, Jacobs singled out Golovkin's jab rather than power of pressure as his key weapon. Though Golovkin has knockout power in both hands, his jab is key to controlling the distance. Canelo, too, does not have one single punch he relies upon to look for knockouts. His last two stoppage wins came courtesy of an overhand right and a left hook to the body, respectively, while his emphatic knockout of James Kirkland in 2015 came at the end of a sustained and varied barrage of shots. What advantages will each man carry into the fight? Though Canelo has had more professional bouts than his Kazakh opponent, he comes into his clash with youth on his side. At 27, Alvarez is 8 years younger than his opponent and, having spent the last few years at 154 pounds, should have the advantage in speed. His only career defeat came against the elusive Floyd Mayweather, while Amir Khan's speed gave him problems early in their contest. But Golovkin possesses neither the defensive nous of Mayweather or Khan's quickness. Canelo's only defeat to date came against Floyd Mayweather in 2013, when he was just 23. Canelo won't have to worry about having a target to hit. Golovkin's come-forward style will give him the chance to unload impressive combinations. It's what's coming the other way that should be of concern. Canelo is more polished defensively and an effective counterpuncher. But as the more established middleweight, GGG should be bigger and more powerful than his opponent, while his superior jab should help him control the distance. The Kazakh must avoid making a slow start and allowing his opponent to build an early advantage on the scorecards. However, particularly given Canelo should enjoy home-like support from the crowd and, dare we say it, the judges.